What is good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk tapping back in with some more hip hop news. Now, check it out, man. One of my favorite rappers currently in the rap game. Actually, he may indeed be my favorite. I'm talking about Benny the Butcher. Can't be stopped. You know, the whole Griselda movement just can't be stopped. Like I always say when I cover these guys on the channel, they're so dope, original, and they just keep grinding. That's a part of the movement, is that they're always got something new coming out. You know what I mean? Each of them puts out a couple albums or mixtapes a year. And, you know, the grind just never stops. New music always dropping. Now, Benny the Butcher recently dropped the conflicted soundtrack to their movie, you know, starring Benny the Butcher, which is dropping real soon. I covered it in a video maybe a week ago or so. Let me know if you guys tapped into that project, what you think of it, what your favorite tracks off of it are. And then, huge news in my opinion, the Buffalo Bills, my favorite team, Bills, I'm Bills Mafia, are making history this year. Super Bowl contenders, 2 games away. We got Baltimore coming up this weekend, 2 games away from getting to the Super Bowl. And with this epic historical season, where we're just unstoppable, they reached out to Benny the Butcher. I'm sure you guys already listened to that, the We the Mafia jump off. If you didn't, go listen to it right now after this video's over. It's fire, and that's just a huge honor. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big W for Benny the Butcher to be the one that they came to do that. Like I said, they just can't be stopped, man. But more news, more new music coming for Benny the Butcher, as he threw up a couple tweets that said March 19th, plug 2 with Harry Fraud. And then he put up another tweet that said, me and Harry going back to them dirty street corners with this one. And the date is said to be March 19th, the Plugs I Met Part 2, follow up to the Plugs I Met, which was full of bangers in my opinion. But another thing, being that we're hearing that this is like a collaborative project with Harry Fraud, that I got to bring up is that Griselda, it's like the producers seem to tailor the beats to the Griselda sound. You know what I mean? It reminds me of Dipset. Like, hit the comments, guys, and let me know if you agree. A lot of the times, with Dipset, no matter who was producing for them, it felt like the producer tried to match Dipset sound. And with Benny the Butcher and Griselda, you know what I mean? It feels the same way, where the producers try to tailor the beats to them. A lot of times certain rappers, like, I'm gonna get on a Neptune's joint, or I'm gonna get on a, whoever project, they kind of try to cook something up for the producer, where it almost seems like vice versa with Griselda. Like, it reminds me of Dipset. You guys hit the comments and let me know if you agree. But yeah, man, this is huge in my opinion, as he recently did a project with Hit Boy. Like I said, man, Griselda just doesn't stop. But moving along to the next story that I wanted to cover, we're talking about 21 Savage, right? And shout out to 21 Savage. I rock with him. Definitely talented. I think he has some dope stuff. I wouldn't say he's like one of my favorite rappers in the game or anything like that. You know what I mean? But, I feel his music. You know what I mean? But his manager put this tweet up, and let me know what you guys think of this. Like, do you think in the current state of hip hop, like, we know 21 Savage is up there. He's had a lot of success in hip hop, but his manager is saying, like, rappers need to stop trying to get up all in his DM, speaking the manager, like, or 21 Savage's DM, looking for a feature because they can't afford it, basically. He said, dog, a 21 Savage feature is 6 figures. Y'all gotta stop with the check your DM, bro. You playing? LOL, nah, because when you get hit with the ticket, you ain't built for it. So he's saying a lot of people are reaching out and they ain't built for the ticket. They can't afford that price tag. They're playing DM games. But does that surprise you to hear that, 21 Savage's manager is saying a 21 feature is 6 figures? Like, like I said, like I respect 21 Savage. I feel some of his music, but six figures, like I don't know, man. Let me know. Like this is in no way intended to be disrespect to 21 Savage, but like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's high? Like, just hit the comments. Let's talk about it. Real quick before I move on from the story, something that I thought was really dope is there's this artist that I follow on YouTube. He has a pretty good platform. I want to say he's got like 50,000 or 100,000 subs, somewhere around there. Like he's doing his thing. He drops solid content. He's an independent rapper on the grind, and he's always, dropping gems about to other upcoming rappers of how to get your foot in the door, how to do business properly, etc. And he knows what he's talking about, right? And he shared an interesting story about how when he had a hit song that was doing numbers like on the independent charts and he was trying to push a project, he decided, because the streams were up on the one track, he needed to do a remix and get, a certified artist, who's really known and people rock with on the track. And that's always a smart move when it comes to someone on the grind trying to really get their numbers up and do their thing and get a deal and all that. You take the biggest track you got and you put a remix out on it and you get whoever on it, you know what I mean? But he hit up a bunch of different artists and just was checking all their DM prices, and this was something that was really cool regarding the late great Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace once again to Nipsey Hussle. And once again, just when I bring him up, I got to put it out there. He is, of course, a legend and will always be a legend. We know some people try to say otherwise, but they're tripping. But anyways, this is what was cool about it. Nipsey Hussle was, huge. And when he inquired with him and his management about the feature, right? Nipsey Hussle had a separate feature price for independent artists, and it was $1,000. Now we know Nipsey Hussle could get way more when it comes to that bag for the feature, but he was trying to, look out for artists on the come up. Now I'm sure not just any independent artist could hit Nip and get that $1,000 feature. Like I'm sure Nip had to okay the feature and want to be a part of it. But I really respected that, you know what I mean? Because we know Nipsey Hussle was trying to teach other people, like, hey, whatever you're doing, music, business, like, you can independently do that. And a lot of people preach a lot of ish, right? But their actions don't always match up. And the fact that Nip did that to help out the independent artists says a lot about his character, in my opinion. You guys hit the comments. Let me know what you think about that. But once again, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And hit them comments with your thoughts about this 6-figure feature price for 21 Savage. Now, moving along to the last story, right? We're talking about 50 Cent going at it kind of with Instagram, having a little issue with them. And I always, we're talking about 50 Cent's Instagram activity all the time. It's always hitting the news. Like I always say, 50 Cent, very smart businessman, knows how to use social media, to his advantage. He has it worked out down to a science, whether he's trolling or promoting businesses or whatever. But he actually got upset with Instagram. But check it out, Fifth was using the gram, for serious reason to speak on what happened at the Capitol building, right? And you'll see 50 Cent put up a post, a picture. It's the National Guard all suited up, and it's had a caption that said, "For the record, this was the Capitol building, during a Black Lives Matter protest." Well, Instagram actually flagged this post, took it down, removed it, said it violated community guidelines, and Fifth shared a screenshot of that, of the post being gone, and put up a caption saying, "Do I even need to say anything else?" So Fifth was hot about it. He was upset, you know what I mean? And then Instagram put the post back up, and they put like one of those fact check messages on it or whatever. Like, how if you put certain things on social media, like anything with the election or with the VIRUS, they'll put like a caption on there They do it on a lot of different platforms, right? They put one of those on Fifth's post and said that they put it back up, and they said the reason that this post was like temporarily deleted was because it lacked like the context of why the National Guard wasn't deployed at the Capitol building. And then it also said that 50 Cent's picture, was actually at the Lincoln Memorial and not the Capitol building. So hit the comments with your thoughts on this. What do you think about them taking down Fifth's post and what Fifth is saying here? Like, what message does that say to you, speak to you about all this? And what is your thoughts about the whole Capitol building incident, the chaos that went down there? Let's talk about it all in the comments. But 50 Cent was very upset about this. Like I said, he uses his Instagram all the time for many different reasons, but he was dead serious about all this. So let's talk about it all in the comments, all the different topics we covered on this one. New viewers, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. It's J Coffee Talk. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. I'm gone. Peace.